All right, so we apologize there. We had to get the microphone turned on. Get you caught up here in just a second. Free throw is up and in. That was Jonah Christensen, who got the basket right before and the free throw. That makes it 5-0 in favor of Breckenridge. Cooper Yagi had the first basket, and Thief River Falls has not scored yet. This is the first time that I've seen the Prowlers. It's the third or fourth time I've seen the Cowboys this year. I would suspect that this will be a good matchup, regardless of who wins and loses. And right now, it's looking good for Cooper Yagi and the Cowboys. Two more makes it 7-0 here, and the Cowboys opening up with a 7-0 run. Took just shy of a minute to get the first bucket of the game. And that's going to be a foul, I'm guessing, on Jonah Christensen here. First foul of the game comes with 16:20 to go. Actually, it comes with 16:38 to go. We'll leave our clock sit there for a few seconds. Junior Perez is the one who picks up the foul. And Gunnar Ani makes the free throw. Gets the Prowlers on the board, and he will make, no, he will not make the second one. Rebound comes down there to Jonah Christensen. Perez brings it over the timeline. Fires it up top there for, that's Nito. Ball turned over there, picked up by Gunnar Zutz. Now we'll start our clock, 16:20 and counting to go, and a little hook shot there from Gunnar Ani gets it up and in, and that is two more, and it's 7-3. So a 7-0 run is responded on a 3-0 run so far here for the Prowlers. 2 minutes into the contest, and we've already had 10 points. If you missed the earlier games, all the final scores from the games that have gone final so far will be scrolling on our scoreboard scroll there. And then the times of the games that haven't been played yet, those times are approximate tip times for those games. And they've been doing a good job of keeping it on time. We've had one game start late, but all the other ones have started pretty much on time so far. So we'll stop our clock there, and matter of fact, we'll make a manual adjustment as it didn't quite work the way we wanted it to there. Now the clock will stop with 14:28 as we have another foul on Thief River. That's two fouls on the Prowlers now. Seen this is the second time I've seen Thief River in action in athletics. The first time they played softball against West Fargo Cheyenne. So this is the second appearance ever for the Thief River Fall Prowlers here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, and hopefully not the last, or hopefully we have many more in the near future. It's always fun following the Prowlers. I know we have a lot of fans up there watching in Thief River as well. Underneath and blocked from behind there. Nice defensive move by Nito. And you have to wonder if Jack Manning underneath there was possibly going up for a dunk. If he was, he got denied. We'll put it that way. 14:07 to go. It's 7-3 in favor of the Cowboys. We'll take a timeout. Be back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Maybe we won't. We'll just keep it right here because for some reason the button's not working right now. So we'll just keep it right here. So baseline inbounds pass be triggered by Zach Praska. Right into Dylan Hahn. And now far side, I believe that's Alcanter, number 12. Nope, it wasn't. My bad. That was Zutz, and that shot off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Bernatus. Bernatus will bring it back the other way here, right into the paint, and tried to draw the foul. Won't go. Offensive rebound up and in. Jonah Christensen with the bucket. 13:35 and counting here. And he'll draw a foul on somebody. It's going to be on Breckenridge, but I didn't see he was the one who fell down. I didn't see who it was. He fell down out of camera. There he is. He is Consemius. So both teams with 2 team fouls now. And I'll be taken away by Christensen. Now Junior Perez cuts right in and falls down, loses the ball out of bounds, and that will stop the clock, and I think it's going to stay with the Cowboys here. Consemius will trigger the inbounds pass from the sideline here for Breckenridge into Junior Perez up high on the far side. Puts the play up in the air and now passes it far wing. Outside Perez for 3. Yes, he got it. First 3-pointer of the game for either team. 12-3 in favor of the Cowboys. Just under 13 minutes to go here. They'll work at high post there for Storm Manning. And now down low off the baseline. That one rolls off the rim. Perez with the rebound. Quickly up court for Cooper Yagi. Behind the back dribble into the paint and lost it out of bounds. It was a nice effort there. Give him A for effort, but it'll go back to the Prowlers. Stops the clock with 12:47 to go. We'll keep our clock there for a couple ticks. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt here by Breckenridge now. 12:43 to go and counting here in the first half, and a 9-point lead for the Cowboys. Off the baseline, 8-footer up. No, that won't go. It was in and out. Zach Praska with the attempted shot there as Perez brings it back. Now Christensen with the ball, hands it off for Yagi. Yagi over to, that is Consemius. And now Dylan Bernatus. Bounce pass back for Perez. Perez works it inside, makes a look, and puts it up and in. That's Consemius with the bucket, and it's 14-3. The Cowboys get one more bucket. I would suspect a timeout's coming here, and I'm not sure what happened there. Incidental contact, according to the official, and I would agree with that, based upon what I saw anyway. Perez with the rebound. Struggle, almost lost it at the timeline, and it's going to be a jump ball, I think. No official signal yet. Yep, it will be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Cowboys. 11:42 to go here in the first half. A couple of substitutions now for Breckenridge, including Tyson Pialski. Alex Ohm, a freshman, number 14, as well as one other one. I didn't see that one sneak in. As Christensen to the hoop. A little short on that one. Prowlers will get the ball and come back quickly in transition. Bounce pass to Praska. Now out for 3, and it's in. It's Storm Manning with the triple. 14-6 quickly down the other end, and that ball will go out of bounds and back to the Prowlers. So Prowlers can get another bucket here. They'll cut the lead to 6. Up top, bounce pass in, swatted away there by Yagi, and then a pickpocket attempt from behind results in a foul on the Prowlers. Gunnar Zutz picks up his first. Christensen puts it into the hands there, Pialski. Up top, whistle away from the ball. I didn't see it. What's the call? Foul on the Prowlers. Gunnar Zetz picks up his second, team's 4th. Inbounds pass for the Cowboys. It'll be triggered by Nito. Nito, a junior for Breckenridge. And he will get it in far side there for Alex Ohm. And Ohm dribbles into the paint. And Christensen will pick up the loose ball, a little strong there. Rebound comes down to Gunnar Ani. And a turnover. Yagi, bounce pass in for Christensen, spins and gets the bucket. Jonah Christensen with 7 points. He leads the way right now for the Cowboys. (16-6), and another team foul on Breckenridge here. Just had to step away and reset up the microphone that fell down there a little bit ago. Rebound pulled down there by Storm Manning. And now it's taken away. Christensen on a 2-on-2 back the other way, and he'll just take it to the hoop and drop it in. Christensen with 9 points now. The next bucket will put him in the double-digit club. We have a timeout, Thief River Falls. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back in a moment. It's a full timeout, back in 60. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com.
It seems around here every town is a sports town, and why not?
All right, welcome back. We're not in overtime. Let's get that changed here. I apologize for that, folks. There we go. At the free throw line is Jack Manning. He misses that one. The foul was on Jonah Christensen. That is team foul number 4 on the Cowboys. And we need to add a couple more there to our on screen. And Manning makes 1 of 2. Both teams with 4 team fouls now. 3 in and out. Tipped around right to Perez. 9:13 to go. Perez, I think, anyway, on the far side. That one won't go. Christensen with the rebound. Loose ball. Gets it right back. Muscles his way to the basket and puts it up and in. 20-7 is our score now in favor of the Cowboys. 8:57 to go. Three-pointer up, won't go. Rebound comes down to the hands of Alex Ohm, the freshman. Yagi for 3. Too strong. Easy rebound there for the Prowlers as they work it back up court for Storm Manning. Down to the corner, now down low. That one's off the mark. Out of bounds, and it goes back to Breckenridge. Stops the clock with 8:33 to go here in the first half. Piaski checking back into the lineup here for the Cowboys. 8:25 and counting. That's Yagi. Gets it to Christensen for three. Yes, he got it. He has 12 points now with that three as he enters into the double-digit club. And the Cowboys are cruising so far. See if Thief Thriller, that'd be awesome if they could make it a thrilling game and come back here and make it interesting. That's honestly what I was trying to say at the start. I just, for some reason, couldn't get through my words there. Nice basket there by Storm Manning. He has 5 points now. Two more, 23-9, and a whistle and a stoppage in play. 7:38 to go here in the first half. Fouls on the Prowlers. It's the first one on Brevin Lean. Comes into Junior Perez on the inbounds pass. He'll put his hand in the air. Call for play number 4. They'll work it inside. That is Christensen. He got blocked by Gunnar Zutz. And Zutz brings it back the other way. They push it into the corner. Wide open for three. No, off the mark. Hit the basket support. That is considered out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Cowboys. Gunnar Ani with 3 points, comes back into the lineup here for the Prowlers. Perez, near side for Yagi. Yagi works it into the high post for Kenzemius. Kenzemius looking down low, nobody there. Back out for Perez. Perez, high post, fake the shot. There's a back out top for Bernatis. And that shot's off the mark. But Perez will get the rebound. Perez circles around a couple defenders, puts it back up too strong. Rebound comes down there into the hands of Gunnar Ani. Ani will give it up in the backcourt there for Zutz, and now a whistle and a timeout. Thief River Falls will take a timeout as well. We're back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Well, that was the fastest 30 seconds ever, I think. Prowler basketball coming out of the timeout. They trail here with 6:47 to go in the first half. And the Cowboys with a comfortable lead here early on. Spinning around, drops it in. That is Gunnar Ani. He has 5 points now. The Prowlers enter the double digits on the scoreboard, 23-11. Cooper Yagi. Outside, three on the way, out of the hands of Bernatis. No, that won't go, and the rebound to Gunnar Zutz. Zutz quickly up court here, and I just missed it. It was off camera. I believe it's a foul possibly on Kenzemius, and down is Junior Perez. He's not getting up, at least not yet here. He hit the deck face first. Hopefully it's nothing super serious, maybe a bloody nose or maybe just got the wind knocked out of him, but he did hit the deck face first, and hopefully he will be okay. 6:08 to go. We'll take a timeout here for the injury and be back in a moment.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. All right, welcome back. 23-11, 6:05 and counting to go. Prowler basketball. Junior Perez is up. He is okay. They are just asking him some questions here, making sure he doesn't have a concussion. He was kind of holding his jersey up to his nose, and now they're going to take him back to the locker room. I presume it's his parents going back there with him. So hopefully it's nothing serious, and hopefully he'll be okay and be back on the court here, if at all possible, later this game for the Cowboys. Right now, Alex Ohm into the lineup. He'll pop it up top. Yagi for a 20-foot three-pointer, and he got it. 26-11, both teams with 5 team fouls, 5:15 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Prowlers have slowly chipped their way back into it. That would certainly help, and it does. Storm Manning with his second triple today, and now the Prowlers get a turnover. They come back the other way. Nice passing off the glass, too strong. Rebound pulled down by the Cowboys. I believe that was Christensen with the rebound, but I couldn't quite see through the blinders of a couple of Prowler players. Dylan Hahn picks up his first as team foul number 6 on the evening. Yagi catch and shoot off the inbounds pass. Off the back iron, won't go. Christensen with the rebound. From the mid post, drops it in. Straightaway three, too strong off the back iron. Christensen with another board. Bounce pass nicely there done to Alex Ohm. Now they cut it back into the paint, but lost it. Prowlers come back the other way. They put it into the hands of Ani. Ani to the hoop. I think that was Ani anyway, unless they passed it. No, it was, check that. It was Storm Manning with the bucket. (28-16). Storm Manning picks up his first, team 7th. At the free throw line is Jonah Christensen. Well, the good news is Junior Perez comes back out. Looks like he has an ice pack over his left eye, actually. He's off. I'll keep you updated here as I can kind of see him. You might be able to see him as the Prowlers bring the ball back over here to the other side of the court. Out of bounds. You can see Perez there has an ice pack over the left part of his upper head there. So hopefully he's okay. Work to the inside. That is Jack Manning, number 33, and the bucket will not count. 4:03 to go here in the first half. Gavin Johnson, a junior, is about to check in here after this free throw. And swish, no problem on that one. Once again, there's Gus Johnson. He'll give Christensen a breather on the bench. Second free throw, not gonna drop in. They're saying that he stepped out of bounds. It's going to be Prowler basketball. Stepped out of bounds on the inbounds pass. That's kind of hard to do, but if you can do it, I'd almost say that's kind of takes a talent. Gus Johnson with the steal. Or check that. That is Piowski, excuse me. 34, not 54. 29-17 is our score. That is the second team foul, or the second personal foul, excuse me, on Brevin Lingen. So Piowski at the free throw line, and it's in. Second one's in as well. (30-17). Near side, it's Lingen. Works it inside now for Storm Manning. That shot up, rolls off the rim. Wrestling for the rebound there is Sebastian Anderson. Number 12 for the Cowboys, and Anderson will get it in the paint. Flips it out, Piowski for three. No, off the back iron, won't go. Rebound to Storm Manning. That's a charge. Team foul number 9. Stops the clock with 3:27 to go here in the first half. That's the third on Jack Manning. One foul away from a double bonus here for the Cowboys. Piowski with the basketball. Works it back up top. And to the hoop and a foul. Gunnar Zetz picks up his third. That's team foul number 10. And the free throw's up and in. 32-17. And that one won't rattle in. Bernatis, 1 of 2, and let's see, what's the call here? Now we're going to go down to the other end of the floor and shoot free throws here. As the foul goes on Gavin Johnson, his first, team's 7th. Storm Manning to the line for the first time today. First one's in. He'll get another one. Second one also in. $12 for Storm Manning so far. He leads the way for the Prowlers. 32-19 here. Piowski, little strong. That one went, I don't know if that left his hand wrong or what, but it didn't go in, we'll put it that way. Out into the corner, there's a foul. That'll be an offensive foul on the Prowlers. And I believe that is possibly the second on Storm Manning, and it is. Wide open for three from the corner, won't go. Ball's punched out of bounds, it'll stay with the Cowboys. That was Bernatis with the attempted 3-point. He has 1 point so far. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Bernatis. And the inbounds pass comes to Gus Johnson. Now they work it near side here for Sebastian Anderson. Now back up top to Yagi. He'll back up in between the circles, right close to the midcourt stripe. 2:28 and counting to go. And Yagi to the hoop, lays it in. 9 points for Cooper Yagi. Second leading scorer right behind Jonah Christensen. That bucket's up and in by Zach Braska, his first one of the night. 34-21. Piowski. Anderson tried to float it up off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Dylan Hahn. Quickly back the other way. Prowlers will push it into the far corner. Now they try to work it down low, but there's a foul on Breckenridge. I'll stop the clock with 1:45 to go here. Storm Manning back to the line for his second trip of the evening. We're in the evening now, right? I don't even know. I was saying evening at about 11 o'clock this morning. He remains perfect, 4-4 from the free throw line. He has 14 points. 34-23. It's an 11-point lead here for the Cowboys. Just under 90 seconds to go. Yagi high on the far side, looking for some help. Gets into the hands of Needle. Needle quickly over to Anderson. Anderson back up top. Gus Johnson. Now Yagi again. Near side here for Bernatis. Bernatis feeds it into the paint and got it and one. No, he will not get it. The basket does not count. It's a foul or a turnover, one of the two. They haven't put a foul up on the board, so we'll take those 2 points away here from Breckenridge. That's Nito with the Bernatis, excuse me. Now Nito has it. Back over to Bernatis. Now Yagi. Gus Johnson up top here for Anderson. Or Nito. Ten seconds to go. Breckenridge probably looking for the final shot here of the half. 5 seconds, Yagi gets it. No time for a shot, and that brings us to halftime. Your halftime score, Breckenridge Cowboys 36 and the Thief River Falls Prowlers 23. We'll add up some numbers, come back with your halftime stats right after this.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ND Sports Channel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Hi, this is Mike with the Magnitude Sports Media Network. I've done radio and video play-by-play since January 25th, 2016, and it is amazing how many big plays have been missed because the station was still on a commercial break. Our goal is to never miss any of the action, and that's why we have the game video in every advertisement and promo that you see on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The game will always be the priority, so you'll never miss your son's 80-yard kick return for a touchdown or your daughter's critical three-pointer to take the lead late in the basketball game. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime here. The Cowboys lead 36-23 at the halftime mark. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's go over the numbers. We'll start with the Prowlers. Zach Praska with 2, 5 for Gunnar Ani, 14 leading the way for Storm Manning, and 2 from the free throw line for Jack Manning. Add those up, they come up to 23. For the Breckenridge Cowboys, let's see here. 1 for Dylan Bernatus, 2 for Konzemius, and 2 from the free throw line for Piowski. Also, 6 for Junior Perez before he went out. He, take a look here. He's not out at the moment. It looks like he is with his team in the locker room. So that's good news, because I think the parent is sitting back in the stands now. So that's good news. Anyways, continue on. So Perez was 6. Cooper Yagi with 11, and he's trailing Jonah Christensen by 3, as he's the leading scorer with 14 as the Cowboys come out of the locker room now. Let's see, where is Perez at? I don't see him yet. There he is. And he's still holding what appears to be an ice pack to his left cheek. Not sure if he'll be back in this game or not, but we'll take another timeout, and when we come back, it'll be the second half of play here from Moorhead High School between the Cowboys and the Prowlers, live on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
All right, welcome back here. Second half of action just underway. A couple seconds in. Three-pointer on the way and in. That's Brevin Lingen with his first points of the game. 3 points now, and that pulls them a little bit closer. It's a 10-point game now. Alex Ohm, the freshman. Now that three's on the way and in, and that response is from Nito. Rebound comes down to the hands of Christensen. Back the other way, now comes the Cowboys. Backing up there is Alex Ohm. Ohm taking the place temporarily of Junior Perez. I don't even see Perez on the bench at the moment. That's Yagi with the basketball, and we'll let our clock tick because we're a couple seconds behind. There we go, 16:57 to go here in the second half. 2 fouls already here on the Prowlers in the second half of play. The last one was the 4th on Gunnar Zutz. Yagi with the basketball, dribbles up to the near wing, and now back up to the top of the key. Puts it into the hands of near side. Now that is Alex Ohm. Ohm with a bounce pass for Christensen. Christensen trying to back up his defender. Now he fires it out to the far wing. Driving in is Piowski, tipped into the hands there of Alex Ohm. Ohm will pick up the loose ball, get it to Christensen, now back up to Yagi. Yagi high on the near side with about 16.5 to go. Yagi makes a move to the hoop. Reverse layup up and in. What a beautiful play there by Cooper Yagi. 13 points for the junior. Matter of fact, there is only one senior, and that's Tyson Piowski. Everybody else on this team will return next year, and they're looking good so far. Clock stops with 16:03 to go there on that whistle. Foul is on the Cowboys. Chris Nito picking up his first. Pass comes in to Jack Manning right in front of the midcourt stripe. Now that is Zach Praska. Praska gives it back to Manning. Or no, check that, that's Ani, excuse me. Shot won't go. Nick, guess who's back in? That's why I didn't see him on the bench. That's Junior Perez. So timeout on the floor, 43-26, 15:37 to go. We'll take a break as well, back in 30 seconds here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, we'll bring it back here. 15:37 to go here. Cowboys with a 43-26 lead over the Thief River Falls Prowlers, who have 2 team fouls. Got that straightened out. Once again, the final scores from earlier, scrolling along the bottom portion of your screen there. And all those games, with the exception of the one you're watching now, are already available for a 24/7 replay. Just beyond the free throw line, and that one won't go in. And then the follow-up rebound there by Gunnar Ani goes up, and he has 7 points as a result. 43-28, Perez with the basketball. Fires it far wing. Now they work it inside for Jonah Christensen. Tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Cowboys. So Perez will trigger the inbounds pass here from the baseline. Perez feeds it down for Christensen. Christensen trying to back his defender up, gets around him, but couldn't get the ball up into the hoop. Just under 15 minutes to go. And that one will drop in. It's Gunnerani with the bucket. 9 points for Gunnerani now. 43-30. Perez. Perez looking at the basket, didn't pull the trigger, but Yagi will, and it's in and out. Rebound comes down to Gunnerani, and the Prowlers will bring it back up over the timeline quickly into the near corner, and now they shove it down low into the paint. And powering his way, but can't get the basket to drop. And now quickly up court, it is launched there by Piowski, and that is Yagi kicking it out for Perez for a three, and before the shot, there's a whistle and a foul. Piowski gets Breckenridge's second team foul of the half, and his second as well. All right. 14:09 and counting. They'll work it inside to the high post, and now they'll kind of flip it out. Back for Jack Manning. Loose ball in the paint, and it is picked up by Storm Manning, excuse me. Storm, not Star. But so far, Storm Manning is the star of the game here for the Prowlers as he's leading the way with 14 points. That's taken away. Perez ends up with the ball. Perez will slow down, give it into the hands of Christensen. Christensen dribbles his way into the paint and pops it back out for Perez. Perez on the far wing, now near side. Nito for three. No, off the front of the rim, won't go. Perez with a loose ball rebound. Back to Nito. He'll try again. This time it won't go in either. Oh, no basket. They're saying it hit the backboard support and that'll be out of bounds. That's the first time that I've seen a ball hit the basket support and actually go through the hoop. It's always been the opposite on situations like that. Perez will tip it into the hands there, Konzemius, and now back up to Perez. Perez down to the baseline, now gives it to Nito. Konzemius up top, gives it to Yagi in between the rings. Yagi with a handoff there to Perez. Perez back to Christensen. Perez back to Christensen, attempted, and then it's swatted out of bounds by Dylan Hahn. Inbounds pass for Perez. He'll back up right in front of the midcourt stripe in between the circles, being guarded by Hahn. A spin move there as he keeps the dribble going. Now gets it to Yagi here on the near wing. Yagi dribbles up top of the key, fires it over far side there for Perez. Perez with a bounce out inside to Christensen. Christensen and a whistle and a foul on the Prowlers. Dylan Hahn picks up his second, team's third. Perez with the inbounds pass from the baseline. Gets it to Konzemius with a handoff there to Yagi. Konzemius setting a screen. Yagi doesn't take advantage of it. Now he'll back up and the Cowboys will reset. Yagi trying to get around defenders, makes a move to the hoop, and the basket counts. 15 points for Cooper Yagi now. He is the leading scorer by one over Christensen, who has 14. And no on the free throw. 45-30. As Yagi misses his only free throw attempt of the game so far. And a baseball pass down to the other end and off the knee of Praska. Check the clock here. We'll need to stop our clock apparently. We're a little bit ahead. There's actually 12:01 remaining here in the second half. Perez will dribble it back up top. Fire it here in the near hands of Bernatis. Bernatis with the jumper. Won't roll in. Loose ball rebound out of bounds. And who's it going to? It's going to Breckenridge. Clock will tick down to 11:38. Perez over the timeline. And lost it out of bounds. That stops the clock with 11:23. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com.
All right, welcome back. 45-32 in favor of the Cowboys. Prowlers have 4 team fouls. Cowboys with 2. 11:23 to go in the ball game, and inbounds pass from that far sideline there for the Prowlers as we're back into action now. They'll work it over to the far wing. Up top now, down low. That's Storm Manning with the bucket. 16 for Storm Manning. And it's 2 more, makes it 45-34. Yagi here on the near side, works it over far side there for Pialski. Pialski up top for Junior Perez. Perez now feeds it into the hands there of Bernatis. Bernatis now for Christensen. Christensen over to Yagi. Yagi spinning around mid-post, little short. Right into the hands there, Gunnar Zutz. Zutz will bring it back the other way here. Now he'll feed it into the hands of, that was Lingen. And it was nearly stolen away by Yagi. Lingen got it. Brevin Lingen with his second triple of the game. He has 6 points. Christensen back the other way now. Drives down to the baseline, gets around the defender, pops it out there for Pialski. Pialski up top. That is Bernatis. Bernatis into the paint. Maybe got away with the travel, maybe didn't. Loose ball picked up here by the Prowlers. Turnover either way. They'll work it inside. That is Manning. And he got it up. Storm Manning with another 2. And he has 18 now. Just under 10 minutes to go as Perez brings it back over the timeline. Now Yagi. Yagi gets the screen from Christensen. Dribbles into the high post. Back to Christensen for 3. I think that's short. It's off the rim. Rebound comes down to Storm Manning. Manning still with the ball. Is he going to go all the way to the hoop? No. Perez is going to steal it away. Perez will come back. Is he going to go all the way? No. He'll dish it off there for Yagi. Works it up top. Pialski for 3. Got it. Pialski with 5 points now. 48-39, 9:15 to go. Zutz gets it into the hands there of Praska. Praska leaves it on the far corner for Lingen, and now Lingen pushes it back up top, and Praska gets it back here on the near side. No, check that. That's Zutz. Now underneath, let's see, who's that who fell down there? That was Manning. And the foul is on the Cowboys. That's their 3rd of the half. It's the first one on Dylan Bernatis. Storm Manning hasn't missed yet from the free throw line. And that will remain true. He's 5 for 5. Second one in, no problem. 6 for 6, and those 2 free throws give him 20 points. Just under 9, just over 8.5, however you want to look at it, right in the middle there. Perez. Now Yagi. Near side for Christensen. Christensen spins around off the baseline, pops it in. $50-41 here. 9-point advantage as Thief River has worked their way back into this one. Manning, Storm Manning, will put it up for 3, and he got it! 23 now for Storm Manning. He leads the way for both teams. He's the leading scorer in this game right now. Perez backs up right in front of the midcourt stripe, being guarded there by Zutz. Yagi back to Perez. Christensen works it over far side for Perez, just off camera there. He'll come back up top of the key and get it to Yagi. Yagi near side, back to Yagi up top. Yagi driving baseline, near corner. Back up top to Yagi. Long 3 on the way, no, off the mark. Rebound comes down there into the hands of Kenzemius, and Kenzemius will fight his way to the basket. Follow up there from, I believe that was Christensen, and it was. Christensen with 18 points now. Up top there for Praska. Now down low, who got that one? It was Manning. Near side, Yagi driving the baseline up against 2 defenders. He drew the foul. Storm Manning picks up his 3rd. Inbounds for Perez. Perez to Yagi. Yagi looks like he maybe thought about it. Now he pops it out and pulling the trigger on the 3, missed everything. On the far side there was Nito. Christensen will chase down the rebound. Nito might have a chance to try again. Instead, he'll take the reverse layup, and I heard the slap up here and there was no whistle. Perez will get it back with a 2-on-1, back the other way, and there's a foul. The foul's the 4th one on Brevin Lingen. Perez up the free throw line, and too strong. First trip to the line tonight for Perez. He had 6 points in the first half, still looking for his first point here in the second half. And not sure what that was about, but we'll just try again here. So they just called Piowski for a foul. It's his 2nd. Team foul number 5 of the half here for the Cowboys, and now we're back to action. It's been a while since we've seen some action. 52-46, Prowlers down 6. That one will not go. Rebound and a launched up court there. That's Nito. And one. He got it. Off the front of the rim, won't go. They'll work it inside there. That is Jack Manning. Now it's taken away. That one won't get in. And a struggle for the rebound here on a loose ball on the ground, and a whistle and a timeout, Thief River, to save the possession. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
They'll work it inside, and that bucket's up and in. And apparently we didn't start our clock. I apologize for that. 4:35 to go. 3 on the way, far side up and in. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game here. And a foul. All right, back the other way. It's a bucket up and in for the Cowboys. I missed who got it, and I missed the last 2 buckets, and I apologize. So I was trying to fix the clock. 3-pointer up and in. That was Brevin Lingen with the 3. Yagi gets the bucket back on the other end. 60-54. That one will bounce in. Yagi on the far side puts it up for three. No, back iron too strong. Perez with the rebound. Foul. Perez misses. And he makes the second one. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back in a moment. It's a full timeout, back in 60.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com.
All right, welcome back here. Second half of play. 3:41. Check that, 2:59 to go, and that will change once we start the clock here. And a foul. Stops the clock with 2:46. Second one rolls off. Four-point lead here with 2:22 to go. As Christensen hits the floor. Christensen with some big free throws here, and he misses it. And he makes the second one. 62-57. It's a 5-point game. Thought about the three, didn't pull the trigger, was Praska. Praska fires it back over far side there for Zutz. Now near side, Praska on the three. No, in and out won't go, but an offensive board. Board by Zutz as they bring it back out into the near corner. Ball is tipped around. Christensen chasing after it, and a whistle and a foul. So Christensen will go back to the free throw line here for a double bonus. Makes the first one. It's a 6-point lead now with 1:58 to go. That was a big free throw, so it makes it a 7-point lead. Still some time to work with, though. On the baseline here, that is Zutz. Zutz pops it back out. Praska back inside there for the big man, Ani, inside. And a whistle and a foul stops the clock with 1:45 to go. Ani at the free throw line makes it. 64-58, 1:45 to go. And Ani makes the second one as well. It's back to a 5-point game here. Sorry, we didn't have the crowd mic on. I knew something was wrong there, and not sure how long that was off, but I apologize. Nito makes the free throw. And that one rattles out. Up top there, that is Praska. Works it inside, spinning around, short, out of bounds, and who does it go back to? It stays with the Prowlers. Minute 20 here. Prowlers have the Cowboys on their heels, but the pressure is definitely on the Prowlers here to get a couple quick baskets. Near side, it's Zutz. Zutz works it up top for Praska. And a whistle. I didn't see what happened there. It looks like it may have been away from where the ball was at. Cooper Yagi picking up here his third. Off the front iron, won't go. Perez in the backcourt, spins around the defender, gets it over the timeline. Minute 7 and counting. Yagi has it. Gives it up for Christensen. He's going to stand there and hold it. Make them come after him. And the double team. Now they get it to Perez and a foul. All right, we have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one more timeout as well. Back with the conclusion after this.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, a couple big free throws there. 67-59, back up to an 8-point lead now. 40 seconds to go. Shot is up and it drops in. And we have another timeout. They'll stop the clock with 34.8 seconds to go. All right, 34.8 seconds to go. Perez, and an immediate foul will stop the clock here with 32.9. Perez goes back to the free throw line. And he makes them both. 30 seconds to go here. This one's pretty much sealed up here. I mean, it's possible, but that missed shot and that rebound will more than likely seal it. Prowlers will get the ball here with 21.3 seconds to go. Yagi with the rebound off the missed shot. Christensen with the ball. Back to Yagi. They're just going to hold this one, and that is going to be a final. And there's your final. 69-61. The Breckenridge Cowboys win this one. Your final numbers here. Let's see here. Unofficial numbers, because I think I missed a bucket or two towards the end there. 9 for Brevin Lingen, 2 for Zach Praska. Let's see here, 5, 7, 9, 11 for Gunnar Ani. Storm Manning led the way here. Let's see here, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, plus 14 in the first half, so 27 total. 2 for Jack Manning. Cooper Yagi, 11. 13, 15, 17. Jonah Christensen, 16, 18, 19. Junior Perez with 5 free throws and 6 in the first half for a total of 11. Chris Nito, 3, 5, 7, 8. Dylan Bernatis with 1. Once again, unofficial scoring here because I think I missed a bucket or 2. Konzinius with a couple, and let's see here. Piałowski with 5. And that wraps up your individual numbers for this one. Your final score, once again, 69-61 in favor of the Breckenridge Cowboys. That's going to wrap it up for Game 4. Game 5 features Barnesville, and let me double-check the opponent here, Park Rapids Panthers. They're coming up next in about 20 minutes. We'll be back in about 15 here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.